Hello everyone, Michael Chave here from the Morning Coffee Review series, here to talk about today the different editions of Revu that Bluebeam offers. There's a comparison chart that we're going to be running through that Bluebeam provides. It's a great comparison chart. I always use it when I'm talking to clients. It is at bluebeam.com/solutions/compare. You can search that and it will show you this comparison that we're going to be talking about today. Revu, well, Bluebeam as a whole offers Revu as a software solution, and the different editions for those is Revu Standard, Revu CAD, or Revu Extreme. Now, if you have an open licensing structure, they only offer Revu Extreme for that. If you have perpetual licenses, you get to pick between the three, and today we're going to discuss those differentiators between all three editions. So as we go through this chart, we're going to take a deep dive and talk about those different editions because I always get questions, and here's a quick way to explain some of these as well to all of you in the community. So right here on our screen, Bluebeam Revu does offer a web browser. I searched the one that we were talking about before. It's bluebeam.com/solutions/compare. And as we go through this chart, we're just going to talk about the differentiators between all three editions. So again, Bluebeam offers Revu in Standard, CAD, or Extreme. So as I'm going through here, we're going to scroll through and talk about those differentiators. Standard is their base. You have the middle ground, which is CAD. That allows you to have the plugin capabilities. For those folks that like 3D PDFs or haven't heard of 3D PDFs, please check out our other videos and showing you what 3D PDFs offer. But with Revu CAD, it allows you to plug into those key design softwares like Revit or Navisworks. It has that plugin capabilities. Revu Standard automatically has those plugin capabilities for Outlook or Microsoft 365, such as Microsoft Word, Excel. Revu Standard has that, but if you want to plug into your design software, and you can look up on their website for what it plugs into, in creating those 3D PDFs, which I love to have and love to use. Again, there's a bunch of videos on those. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. But you need Revu CAD. That allows you to plug into those additional softwares as well. Then going forward, you have Revu Extreme, which has everything that Standard has and CAD has, all in Extreme with additional items. So as we scroll down through here, we're going to talk about them. So right off the bat, we see here you have the one-click 2D PDF creation of batch directly from Autocad Rev to SolidWorks. That has, again, Revu CAD, Revu Extreme. Then down here, right off the bat, the start, you have the differentiator of the OCR, Optical Character Recognition. So if you've sat in one of my demos or maybe the Morning Coffee Review series, Optical Character Recognition is huge. If you have a raster PDF versus vector PDF, are we going to be able to grab that metadata, search for text, edit text, specific type of text, of course? Are we going to be able to grab and snap to content on that PDF? You're going to want the optical character recognition, especially if you're not able to control how you're receiving these PDFs, right? They're being sent to you. You're not controlling them and how you're printing out or plotting from your PDF software, your design software. You want to be able to have the optical character recognition to run that for you. You also have this automatic form creation or just form creation starting out, right? If we're trying to go through and manipulate any signed, I just had a client the other day ask about that. I can't change or delete signatures that have been added. Not actually signed, but just boxes. You can't go in unless you have the forms fields. And if you wanted to go through and see those, you don't have that ability to go through. Again, you have to have that automatic or the ability to manipulate forms, and that is an extreme feature only. As we scroll down, we have this batch applying seal, sign and seal. This is a huge thing as well. If you're trying to sign and seal a batch amount of documents, only Extreme offers that. That's a huge deal when you're in the architecture field or structural field or any engineering field along those matters. If you're trying to sign a document that's not just a stamp that you flatten, but it's authorized by an ID signature, and you're trying to do that in a batch formation on top of maybe a seal that's not your signature, this is what you're going to want to have. The other one is batch linking. So let's say you're bringing out of your design software and you're trying to click on those sections and they're not moving you to where they are on the sheet. You can do it manually one by one just from Revu Standard, but you're going to want to do it quickly and automated with Extreme, right, to save you time. That cost just in between the two differences of editions is well worth the cost of time that you're going to be putting into to doing it manually for each and every job. Next one is batch slip sheeting. So instead of having to go through and do it on one single document, you want to run maybe on multiple document folders. You have that ability with the batch slip sheet here. Again, with the extreme version only, does not come with CAD or standard editions. As we scroll down, we see some of these other ones that are similar. As we go down a little further, we'll see some more differentiators as we go down. Next one is the batch hyperlink, which we talked a little bit before, implementing script commands. So we can't do any script commands or any type of scripting within Revu unless we have Extreme. So if we're trying to go through and create a script, maybe for emailing, maybe doing specific counts for items that we wanted to go and implement in any scripting commands, or maybe we're trying to go through and create a custom stamp that has some JavaScript windows that it automatically fills in fields as we stamp the document. We cannot do that in terms of creation unless we have Extreme. As we scroll down, we see some differentiators between CAD and Extreme that standard does not offer, like this one-click 2D PDF creation for batch. Again, allowing you to do that in Extreme or CAD only. You have the convert rooms to spaces in Revu. So if you're working in Revit, you have things called rooms. And if you want those rooms to automatically create spaces in your PDF so that you can get an itemized count specific to a space, more for estimating, or for other punch walkthrough items that are listed by the space that are created and generated already in and out of Revit from rooms, you want to have CAD or Extreme for those instances. Moving down, importing files from Shax files or SHX. You also have the ability to do import sheets from Autocad. One that is a differentiator between CAD and Extreme here is this link real-time data from measurement markups to Excel. So if you want to bring your data, maybe you have Excel spreadsheets that already inputs a lot of your information that's itemized, and right now you're doing this manual transfer out. Why not have it automatically populate this measurement data, right? Let's say for estimating, for instance, we're trying to take a floor measurement and get an estimated cost for different types of flooring. And we're doing these area takeoffs and we're manually transitioning those area measurements from Revu or typing, right? Or even if we brought in an SV file, we'd probably have to export it into specific fields that we had already created in an Excel document. What we can do here is we can actually have those area or any measurement items for that matter automatically populate data into an existing Excel folder. And those can be dynamic. So if they're changing measurement wise, your Excel file is going to update as well. And if you want to look for a video for that, we've done one on the MCR. You can go back and look at estimating. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, or hey, join the morning coffee review. It's every Tuesday at 8:30 CST. If you want a link to that, feel free to leave it in the comments here or reach out as well. Next one is redact PDF content permanently. So if you're making any redactions, that's only an Extreme version. If you want to apply a digital signature and professional seal across a batch, multiple documents, you're only going to be able to do that in Extreme. That's why I always recommend to have Extreme on or at least one computer at your firm, or just all together, right? Extreme's a huge feature in Revu in terms of the capabilities that you're offered. I highly recommend always asking what version of Revu I need. We're always here to help. If not, hopefully this video helped clear some things up on why we may want to have Extreme or CAD or standard. Again, this list is on Bluebeam's website. It's at bluebeam.com/solutions/compare. Thank you all for tuning in today on my comparison video, and look forward to see you at the MCR, or again, reach out to me at any point. I'm always here to help.